When we started putting this video together to share what you have been part of and what God has done through us, we couldn't even put half of it, because if we would, you'd be watching this video for the next 48 hours. But I'm just blown away what we have accomplished for the glory of God. It brings so much joy to me that I have such an amazing partners that love us, that pray for us and support us. I just want to show you what God has done and what we have accomplished together to glorify our God. Come walk with me. End of February 2022, the invasion happened and the whole country rose up. And we've been able together to shelter over 2,500 people, feed them, give them a place to sleep, and love on them and tell them about Jesus. After running a shelter for over 4 months, we realized that internally displaced people needed a place to go. They had nowhere to go. So together we've been able to help them in many different ways. In Lánchíd, we renovated and opened up an IDP center.
Я Аня. З початком війни ми з мамою і моєю донькою виїхали з Запоріжжя. Дуже вдячні за тепло і ласку.
In Підлісне, we opened elderly center, and then 2 orphanages in Підлісне, and at the same time a third one outside of Бережани.
We are here at the Hrimaliv Orphanage. We have built 80 bunk beds for them. We'll be able to supply these children that came from the east that either lost their fathers or mothers, and now they're at the orphanage.
Щиро дякуємо, бажаємо вам всім здоров'я, щастя, всього найкращого.
And as you see behind us, we have sold the jackets that we were talking about and dreaming about, and it became a reality. So I want to thank everybody that's been part of this, especially Paul. This became reality with God and him, and we're passing out the jackets, and this is just the beginning of about 600 jackets that's going to be passed out this winter for the kids that couldn't afford it or that can't have a jacket. We couldn't do this without God and you. Together we have started Weekend for the families of the fallen soldiers here in Ternopil. It's a huge need. There's thousands of families that have been hurt by this war, and we just want to continue to do this and start something that's going to be all over the country. It's truly amazing to see what God is doing actually here right now. It's only been a couple hours, but the families are opening up, and we've been able to reach to them and know their lives are going to be changed for the glory of God. Together we've been able to love on the children, elderly, and people. In Odessa, God's been so gracious to us. We've been able to buy sea containers, renovate them, and make them into housing by help of other organizations that came through and actually walked along with us and helped us to do this. At the same time, we have found out our region, Ternopil, has over 700 blind people community, and when we found out, they live under poverty. It was a heartbreaking thing to see, but with God and with you guys, we've been able to give them food, give them clothing, and tell them about Jesus and to love on them.
Ми всі щиро дякуємо за таку допомогу, що ви нам присилаєте і одягом.
Хочу подякувати фундації «Відкриті двері» в особі сім'ї Смольник за те, що вони знаходять час, допомагають, не забувають про нас.
At least once a month we go out and do this kind of thing together. We've been able to run 6 camps in the 22 and 4 camps in 23. Additionally, we sponsored another 10 camps that we just blessed other organizations to be able to run. We've been able to affect and love on children by thousands, and only through God's grace and your support that was possible. At the same time, we did a Christmas program, Walk Through Bethlehem. It's a Christmas story that we actually play out the whole story. Almost 1,200 kids went through it that actually experienced the true meaning of Christmas and heard about Jesus. Together, it's an amazing event, and we've been able to do that. When Kharkiv got liberated and we had a chance to actually go and help the people, we've been able to actually open up a laundromat 3 kilometers outside a Russian border. At the same time, we've been able to deliver so much food, so much clothing, and to bring the good news about Jesus. When Russians blew up the Kakhovka Dam, Mykolaiv and Kherson region got affected very badly.
Оце, люди добрі, дивіться, що нам наробив руський мір. Потопив хати, городи. Не буде ні огородини, ні буряка, ні моркви, ні цибулини.
There was people that didn't have access to anything for about 3 to 4 days. By God's grace, we've been able to buy boats and we've been able to deliver food, clothing.
Дуже дякуємо вам. Нема слів від подяки.
We've been able to actually drill some wells. We've been able to deliver a lot of water and go out to the places that they had no way of getting out, but with God we did it.
Ніколи не думали, що така трагедія трапиться. Херсон і лівий берег, і правий берег пішли під воду. І ми дуже вдячні організації «Відкриті двері». У них не тільки двері відкриті, а й відкриті серця до людей, до їхніх потреб. Ми дуже дякуємо від усіх херсонців.
Thank you so much for continuing to stand with us. We need your support more than ever, especially now. Please continue to pray for us and let's shine together for the glory of God. Thank you so much. God bless.